Hey bitches, this is Levi from Masculine Intuition Readings, and I have a review here today. A review for the Oneness Emporium over in the UK. Cheryl has a lovely store and a lovely selection of decks, and this is a new deck that she has, and I know like this has been out a couple of weeks, but you know, I like to spend time reviewing actual quality shit. Also, this is so funny. In the package, she added a couple of tarot cards, and I got this one, this Magician, and it's so stunning. And this is actually from the what's the name of the deck again? Martin sent me it. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's that new red feather deck, and I love the way this Magician is depicted. Forgot the name, maybe it'll get back to me in a second. But it's just stunning. Now, this release is cool because when I saw this, I was like, cool, looks dope. But I never really registered that it was painted by Hannah Willow, whose Oracle deck, the Folktales Oracle, which is indie, I love and adore and cherish. So I was really psyched. And I saw some people getting this in, Martin included. And I thought I shall not look at these stupid flip-throughs and reviews because I want to see this for myself. This is, for me, this is new for Hay House. This packaging, I like it a lot. I like it. You know what's funny though? The magnet isn't as strong as I'd like, but I like it. It's cool. It's even, you know, the one that I like best that opens all the way up. So that's really dope. I think I heard Lisa Papez talk about that as well. May the rooted women who were our ancestors and the spirits and stories of the lands they lived in guide us on our heroine's journey. I've kind of been on a divine feminine kick lately. I don't know, like, give me the nurturing, soft, communicative, community side. So I read through the guidebook yesterday. I like it. I know a lot of people love Sharon Blackie. I've never read anything by her. This guidebook is, look, it even has a really cool ribbon. Look, it's in an amazing color as well. This guidebook was fine. It was not like nothing too crazy or insane. What I do love, however, apart from the card backs, which are beautiful, what I do love is that we have an Oracle deck that offers us a chance to work with it in a system. What I find extremely funny is that I saw people online complaining about this, and I don't know what y'all want in this community, but the community ain't communitying. On one side, we have this like group of people who are constantly devaluing Oracle decks, even though these are very often created with way more passion and love behind them than, you know, your run-of-the-mill RWS clone tarot. I mean, facts are facts. And then we do finally get one that has like an extra layer to it, and the immediate response is, nah, I just want, like, I don't like suits in an Oracle deck. What I like about this and these suits is that you don't have to use them. You can. Because you can divide the deck into three piles, which I'm going to do right now. Is this still correct? Yes. Oh, this is so cool. Look at how gorgeous these look as well. Like, oh, I just want to live in Hannah's art. And then these are 2 bonus cards. So we have the places, the allies, and we have the heroine's journey suit. So what you could do is you could draw a place, an ally, and a step on the heroine's journey suit. And then we have these 2 cards, Rooted and Peregrina, which are really interesting. I did find some info on them right here. Let's see. She did mention them. Yes. There are 2 focus cards. Peregrina, reflecting features of the Fool card in the traditional tarot. In other words, the place from which we begin, and rooted, reflecting features of the world, the place in which we find ourselves at completion of our journey. So you could, keep these in and sort of read them as the Fool and the World, or you could place these down as sort of, spread markers almost. It won't show up on screen right now because it's out of frame. But, sort of like, how do we begin our journey? And then maybe even like this. What does the beginning of our journey look like? Which place, ally, and heroine's journey card, and how is the journey gonna end? Place, ally, heroine's journey card. So there's tons of things you can choose to do with this, or you can just keep this one. I want to know when this ends and how it will end, or I want to start a new adventure. How will that go? Or you can just shuffle the deck together and, have that be that. What I wanted to show, though, is... oh, that's kind of funny. I thought that'd be different. Is there a difference? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, so that's kind of lame, but whatever. The quest suit has or the heroine's journey suit has a square. The places and the things have... oh, hold up. It is different. I'm being a dumb bitch. Look at me being stupid again, because I can't count. The places have triangles. The allies are circles. The quests are squares. The two special cards have diamonds. So you can always know. Hey, you can gain information from suits. Sometimes I have suits in my Oracle deck. I didn't want to have too much user interface on my cards, so I didn't include symbols. Sometimes I kind of wish I would, because you can gain extra information from suits, just like you can gain extra information from numbers. For example, hey, we're seeing a lot of places, so you could maybe read that in a big spread, and you shuffle the deck all together. Maybe we can read that as a, you're kind of being an all over the place bitch type of vibe, or we're seeing a lot of allies, so there's a lot of people around you. Or we're seeing a lot of quest cards, and they're also very out of order. You're kind of, maybe that would mean you're all over the place. Maybe this would mean you're well traveled, Sort of use that suit symbolism as an allegory for other things. So I think it's really, really cool. I love Hannah Willow's art. When I flipped through the deck, I gasped, because I had been avoiding for the longest time to see these previews of others. So I didn't know what it was going to be like, but from what I had seen, it looked a little bit, I don't know, on camera, it shows up a little bit more polished than it is in real life, but I actually really love the rawness in real life. So we're just going to do a little flip through. These are all the places, the well. I'm going to keep them all in order for now. The island. And, we are getting really great keywords to work with. If I find anything that's kind of weird or off-kilter, I will let you know. The cave. You know what is really funny, though? This is showing up a lot darker on camera than it actually is. So that's really interesting. The bog. Stagnation. Forest. Finding the path. Love that. There's lots of little information in here that you can use. It's just stunning. Like, Hannah is probably one of my favorite artists right now. Mountain, vision and inspiration. Sea, plumbing the depths. This one I found kind of funny. We're plumbing the depths, y'all. But, it works. Whatever works. The moor, silence and some simplicity. Can almost see Kathy and Heathcliff running across that moor. River for flow. And we're seeing a lot. So, like, when people say I read intuitively, and I see them doing, like, their little sample readings or their zodiac sign readings on their channels, And I just see them vibe with, vibe off of the keyword. When there's so much to see here, like we're getting river flow, but also we're getting something that's coming from far. You have a long, you have been on a long road till you made it here. We're getting these rocks that are sort of functioning as stepping stones for this fox, but that are also sort of holding the water back. So there's lots of stuff to see here that you could use apart from just the keyword. What lurks beneath for the lake? I like that a lot. Cliff standing on the edge. Bridge, the place between worlds. Love that. Whenever a deck has, reserved some attention for the liminal space, I'm in. Stone Circle, the sacred landscape. Cairn, portal to the mystery. Now, this I found interesting as well, and I'm going to check that out right now because, let's see. Does it say anything? It doesn't. So it says Cairn, and we're sort of getting this this cave right here. Now, I know a cairn as a stack of rocks that is like stacked on top of each other to sort of use as a signpost, not as this cave-like thing, but maybe this is sort of a little language barrier. I am, of course, not a native speaker of English, so, what was the keyword again? Portal to the mystery. And also, those keywords are a little bit iffy to me. The Fisher King's Court, otherworldly treasures. I sort of like that. I could work with that. And then as the last place, the Isle of Women, women's mysteries. Now, this is another one that I kind of want to look up because it makes me go. There's lots of cool little explanations in the guidebook too, but oh, the blood mysteries of menstruation, motherhood, and menopause. Creative mysteries, sparkly blossoming of new life, art, and ideas. It's the archetypal feminine. So it does go into it in the guidebook as a keyword on a card. That's probably would not have been my choice to put on there. However, it is gorgeous. And then we're already headed into the allies category, which I loved. And we get the well, and everything gets explained in the guidebook. But I'm not going to read the guidebook for every freaking card. We get the Well Maiden, the voice of the other world, the Old Crane Woman, an absolute fave, guardian of the threshold. We get Sovereignty, the power of the land, and sovereignty being embodied here by this gorgeous feminine figure at the horizon. We get the Selkie, the Soul Skin, and this is, I love Selkies in Oracle decks. The idea of the Selkie and the Kelpie, I think is a gorgeous allegory for, unmasking your true self, being in a chokehold, in a relationship, all kinds of stuff. So it's gorgeous, and the art is stunning as well. So I don't know how this is pronounced, Mies or Ms. Kind of want to check that out. Let me check that out really quickly. Mish. That's how you pronounce it. This is, like I said, everybody, I've never read anything by Sharon Blackie. People lose their shit over her in the community. I know Martin does. I know Laura does. I've never read anything by her. This is not, the most amazing writing ever. However, what it is, it's thorough. We're getting all the information we need. Divine Madness. It's about the wild woman. It's about grief, trauma. Okay, interesting. For all the rage that we cannot express. Kind of gorgeous, the way that's described. Maybe I should eat my words. Caradwin, the Initiator. Love Caradwin. Ellen of the Ways. Like, oh, I love all the European deities that are in here. Rhiannon, the Story Carrier. Oh. So what we're seeing is we're sort of getting more archetypes here, which I do love. Sheila Nagig, fertility and creativity. Love Sheila. She's such a badass bitch. Like, so cool. How do we pronounce this again? Martin is going to laugh at me when he sees this. He's going to be like, you don't know what that is? Let's see. Kaliak. There you go. I can pronounce things. I have to look them up in the guidebook, though. Beanfisa, Women's Wisdom. It's probably Masha, Strength and Endurance. Let me look that up really quickly. I don't want to be butchering all these, like, people. Oh, it doesn't say. So it's Maha or Masha. Old Woman of Dreams, The Maker of Visions. You know, like, Hannah's artwork has such a shamanic, folksy quality to it. I just love it. The Grail Bearer. Beanshi. I love this. This is so cool and so weird. I want to look this up because what the hell is this? Beanshi, the Keening Woman. Oh, it's the Banshee. Yeah. It's a Herald of Death. Cool. Yeah. Oh, really cool. It's a cathartic experience. I love, like, this is one of my favorite illustrations in the whole freaking deck. And then, obviously, the Morgan, Death and Rebirth. We can't have a sort of a European, Celtic, Germanic deck without a Morgan. And then the Quest Suit. This was my least favorite one, but still, it's pretty gorgeous. But you need to be kind of aware of the hero's journey and knowledge surrounding that. So we're getting Quest, Imram, which is kind of your soul's journey. Not so much per se a physical one. A pilgrimage, which is sort of a devotional and physical journey. So that's kind of interesting. The Labyrinth, which, you know, walking the labyrinth apparently does something amazing to you. I've never experienced that before, and I don't want to devalue other people's experiences, but I've always found this kind of silly. However, you know, if you want to walk the labyrinth, baby. The Wasteland. So that's interesting, right? Because this almost looks like more of a place to me. The Call, which is sort of almost a beginning almost of a hero's journey. So it's, you know, the heroine's journey, as Sharon Blackie describes, is different from the standard one. The Threshold, are we going to cross it? Yes or no? So that's more traditional. The Fall, just like Alice in Wonderland, we're falling down into that world and then we're descending. There you go. Sometimes during a journey, you'll be at a crossroads. So these are all, you'll be tempted. These are all very usable in, you know, in life. In life and in readings. Initiation, transformation. Ooh, that's really stunning. Look at that. This one is like a favorite. The shape-shifting card is so stunning, so gorgeous. Reclaiming the feminine. Sometimes cards like these are a little bit difficult for me. I don't know. Or maybe not. But, you know, reclaiming self, maybe. Imagery is really interesting, too. And then we have the Sacred Marriage, which is gorgeous. We're getting a green man and a green woman here. And then finally, the Return, which is lovely. I'm going to be adding the Peregrina and Rooted cards into the deck. I think this is really good. Also, the card quality is pretty amazing as well. Hay House have been kind of hit or miss lately. Also, this is a how many card deck? Like, 53 card deck. Like, I love that. This wasn't a Kickstarter. Like, this is something that Hay House just chose to release. We're not getting lots of that, like, from... you know, like, a lot of people are really happy with the place mass market publishing is in right now. Personally, I'm not, because we're getting a lot of things that were Kickstarters 10 years ago that are coming out now. Whereas this is a completely new thing, and it's super original, and we're getting suits, and we're getting background, and we're getting deities, and we're getting the hero's journey, and we're getting places, and you know, like, you could use this deck in so many different ways that I think it's really special. I also love the back design, and I also love that it's a specially commissioned one and not a random, you know, that's what US Games do a lot right now. They randomly, like, select an image from the deck or a bit of an image and sort of manipulate it into a back. But I never thought I would be saying this, y'all, but Hay House is slowly but surely turning into one of my favorite publishers on the market right now. Oh, we're getting this weird Karen card. That's so interesting. Okay, well, you know what? Now I'm going to read a bit of the guidebook. So, you know, I'm going to read the whole bunch of the guidebook. Okay, Karen. Portal to the mystery. At some point, or indeed at many points along the journey of our lives, we'll find ourselves experiencing a sense of awe or otherness, which seems to arise from some inner necessity burning brightly at our core. If we're willing to apprentice ourselves to these teachers, we begin to find ourselves consumed by questions about the ultimate truth and meaning of our existence. Can't relate. But these are not questions which have easy answers. Perhaps the heart of the answer lies in pondering the question. The mystery of life and our place in it is something to sit with, not solve. I do agree with that. Mystery is unknowable to the rational mind. To be comfortable in the company of mystery is to be willing to penetrate the deep shadows of the cairn. To take a walk into the dark and sit with it for a while. Mystery relieves us of the fiction that we know exactly where we're going and that we're the sole authors of the story we're living. It keeps us on our toes. I love this writing. When we embrace the mystery, the world declares itself to be a place of potentialities, and our journey, with a capital J, through it becomes a journey of discovery. The Karen card proposes that we give up our need for control, surrender to the mystery it whispers, and the light which is designed to lead you out of the dark places will always be able to find you. Stunning. I love that. I really do. I hope you guys like this. A 10 out of 10 I would recommend. I will have a link to this deck that is available at the oneness emporium in the description box below, especially if you're from the UK or even Europe sometimes, because she does sell stuff that, you know, like our Dutch wholesaler, for example, doesn't sell. She's always cheaper than Amazon. Like, support a small business. Cheryl's amazing. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.